everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Fun Fact Friday. My name is Adrienne Nearday, and I'm a historic interpreter at the President James K. Polk State Historic Site in Pineville. And this week, we bring back to you 3 more answers to questions that we frequently receive at the site. However, I do want to take a quick moment to do a reminder. If you have any questions that you've ever wondered about the site or about our nation's president, feel free to leave them down in the comments below, and we will work to answer them next week. And this week, we're going to answer questions including, did the Polk family have brick fireplaces? What does a historic interpreter do? And what is all of that construction going on at the site? So did the Polk family have brick fireplaces? And the answer is, we believe so. Much of what we have at the site today is based off the accounts of Governor Swain, a family friend of the Polks who visited the site a number of years after the Polk family lived there. He drew some sketches, wrote down his accounts, and those included brick fireplaces, which certainly would not have been unheard of at the time. If you know anything about our soil here in North Carolina, you know that there's plenty of clay that they could have made bricks out of. And the one thing that we really don't know for sure is whether they would have made the bricks on site or if they would have had shipped them in, which is certainly a possibility. Now, the difference between the Polks and, say, a lower class family would be a lower class family would likely just use stones and things that they had readily available to them on their property, whereas the Polks had the means to take the extra step and be able to make those bricks. So what is a historic interpreter and what do they do? Well, I'm a historic interpreter and I am one of 2 that work at the President James K. Polk State Historic Site. And here at the site, that means just a little bit of everything. Now, that word interpreter is kind of an overarching term. It could also mean educator. It's really just someone who interprets and shares history. And at our site, that means everything from guiding tours, guiding school groups, and in my case in particular, taking care of the artifacts that are on display in the museum and in our historic buildings. But we also do things like taking care of the grounds and the small family cemetery that we have located at the site. It's really a little bit of everything in our case, but we are very fortunate and lucky to share and interpret history. And last but not least, a question that we've received rather frequently is regarding the construction at the site and along Lancaster Highway where we are located. This construction is all part of the Little Sugar Creek Greenway, and it's a section that's going to extend from I-485 down to the historic site. For folks that aren't familiar with greenways, they are meant to be long parks, essentially. They are inviting folks to be out in nature, to walk, to hike, to bike, and in our case, eventually to come and visit the historic site. This project is due to be completed in late 2020, and in particular, this project also has some projects along the Sugar Creek to reduce erosion and to improve water quality in the area. If it's something that you are interested in finding out more information, we do recommend visiting charlottenc.gov. I will include the link down below in the show notes. And that's all for this week, folks. Thank you again for joining us for another Fun Fact Friday segment. Feel free to leave your questions down below if you have anything that you'd like us to answer next week, and we look forward to seeing you then. Thanks. Bye-bye.